Hello, this is Ralph from Happy Dog Training. And today I want to talk about windows of opportunity. Windows of opportunity are an important concept in training where we announce to our dog that a specific type of work window or activity window has opened up and that we now expect certain behaviors. So for example, at the beginning of a normal work session, I will always say, and you've probably seen this in the videos that I post, are you ready? And the ideal response, and after a while we get the ideal response of a dog is to sit in front of me, look at me in anticipation, yes I am, ready to work, reporting for duty. Right? So the cue, are you ready, announces that I need my dog's attention and that fun stuff is going to happen because we're going to have a work session. And in that work session, we're going to do a lot of fun things. We're playing food-based games, and we access all the aspects of play that we talk about a lot in the videos. And I'm going to have to do a completely separate video on the aspects in the future too. But I'm talking about it in a lot of the posts I do, and I've introduced them in other videos. But so by harnessing or building a really powerful, fun game for the dog, that he knows becomes available to him together with the opportunity to earn rewards on the cue, are you ready, makes my dog really interested in paying attention when I say that. So are you ready is an attention cue at that point. And you've probably seen with Kelso how attentive he is now when I say, are you ready? Because he really is like, yep, here I am, let's do fun stuff. So that's the beginning of our normal work window, where we do food games and we teach commands, behaviors, and those kinds of things. And then at the end of the window, when the opportunity to earn rewards ends and it's over, I say enough. So that end cue becomes also a terminal cue that I can use in other contexts later to end behavior. So if my dog gets too excited or is too rambunctious or steps over a line in some way, not doing anything wrong per se, just like taking it too far, I can say knock it off by going enough. So that cue enough becomes a cue I can use in training and in day-to-day life to teach my dog, yep, now we're not doing that anymore. You gotta cut it out now. Right? So enough is always the end cue, and that's how we teach it in training. The beginning cue is are you ready, and the end cue is enough. So that's the window of opportunity. Within that window, we play food games. Within that window, certain things are available to you. And they get meaning over time, and it can be used outside the context of that. You can have multiple windows. So I have another window that I open, and one starts with wanna play. And I use that when I wanna play toy games. So usually tug. I play tug with dogs. So when we play tug, and there's for the game, obviously there's a goal and there's the points to the game. We're gonna get into that in the future too, what the differences are. But there's a structure to it, and there's rules, and there's a reason for all that we do. It's not just fun for kicks and giggles. Right? And that cue is wanna play, but it also ends with enough. So there's a game window with toys is wanna play, enough. A game window or learning window, they're both learning windows, but a window with food is are you ready, and enough. You could have as many windows as you want to have and have your dog adopt specific behaviors in that window. So here's another example of how a window could be set up. If you've ever seen a service dog, they often wear vests. They don't legally have to wear vests, but most of the time when it's possible, people prefer to wear vests, and trainers use them also, because the dog knows when the vest is on, I'm in work mode. So if the vest is on, I don't get to do stuff. I have to follow rules, I have to follow the process and do my job. When the vest comes off, I goof around, be a dog. So service dogs obviously have to do a lot of things for the people they're with every day. So having goof time and getting playtime afterwards is important, but they get that after the vest comes off. So their window of work is vest on, vest off. It's non-verbal. So that again is a window of opportunity. And you could have, for example, if you wanted to, it would be a Herculean task of training all of that, but you could have a sports dog trained in French ring, Mondeo ring, IPO or IGP as it's called now, and a PSA. And why the heck, GRC? Okay, so 5 different dog sports. I could open up a window for IPO, and then it's enough. And in that IPO enough window, I could teach my dog a recall in this window looks like this, and the terminal behavior of a recall is that, while in PSA it's different, or in IPG it's different. Or in GRC, that wouldn't be a recall in GRC, but you get, so I can set up a window of work and give it rules and names that apply to that window. My dog can learn that. So I could set up different windows for different tasks. I could have a walking window. Want to go for a walk? Want to walk? Enough. So I could teach a specific type of walk or walking behavior in a window like that. I'm not sure that would make a lot of sense per se, but it's possible. So you can have different work windows, and in those windows you have different rules and you have different commands, and you could have that with different people. So you can really give your dog a lot of clarity in a very structured way. But if you just have one or two, like I have in my mind, want to play and are you ready, I get great attention cues. Because if I say, are you ready? The dogs that are familiar with it, oh yes I am, I know my opportunity to earning rewards has arrived. Let me see what I need to do to get my rewards. So I get a very motivated and interested dog who wants to play, who wants to work. So windows of opportunities should begin and end sessions. And that gives you a lot of powerful cues you can use in outside contexts later. Why not use that? You would be, I think you're missing out if you're not using those, because you're training anyway. You may as well add some additional cues on there that allows you to knock things off and kick things off. Kick things off and knock things out. Kick things off and knock things off. So windows of opportunity is a concept that I think is very important if you want provide clarity to your dogs. I think it makes a lot of sense for fearful dogs to have very clear cues in general that helps them. Clarity is a big thing. I put recently an article on that up. We're going to talk more about that. Also, lots of topics coming up in the videos, as you can see. But yeah, so use windows of opportunity. Whenever you get a chance, ask yourself what kind of windows and rules do I want to establish. And even if you have only one cue, are you ready? Have that cue. When you say that, your dog sits right in front of you, looks at you and is, oh man, I'm ready. Oh, here we are. Fun begins. And the enough cue is wonderful if your dog does stuff you would like him to rather not do at that moment, even though it's generally not a bad behavior. It's just like, okay, knock it off now. Knock it off now. Okay, so that is all I wanted to say about the window of opportunity. And yeah, I hope you found it informative. Another car video. The last one wasn't in the car, but this one's in the car again. And I'm about to head out to a session. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.